everybody. Happy Friday. Jenny Fields here, your Martin County property appraiser. Today we are going to be learning about the petition filing deadline. So what that is in the state of Florida, and we actually have a handout on our website under the handouts, and you'll see it. It's called Bill of Rights. But in this handout, there's a section right here, and each section says what your rights are, and it's your rights as a taxpayer and it's your rights as a property owner. So one of the ones in here is about the notice of proposed property taxes right here. So this whole paragraph is your rights in that you should get a notice that is, it's a proposed notice, and it basically lets you know what your proposed taxes are going to be come November when the tax bills are mailed. That notice is to let you know what we as the property appraiser has assigned your value to be for this year. It lets you know what the proposed tax rates are that your taxing authorities have proposed, the rates. And so our value times their rate equals the proposed taxes. So it lets you know all that information so that you have time to ask questions. So what does a petition filing deadline mean for you? Well, if you're reading this Bill of Rights, it does say on here, the first thing you should do is call our office. We have an amazing team of professionals that are just waiting to talk to you to let you know exactly how we came up with your value. We will show you all of the sale comps. We'll show you the information we used. We will make sure you understand how we derived your value on your property. This is your time to ask us. If you don't like the tax rate or that millage rate, okay, it's your time to go to those budget hearings that are printed on the back of your trim notice. And you can go to those hearings. You can ask your commissioners. You can ask your all the taxing authorities. You can ask them where they came up with that rate and why is it that rate, and things like that. You can ask those questions because at some point in time, it's not going to be proposed anymore. So for us, for the property appraiser, from the time we mail these trim notices, okay, there's 25 days. 25 days that gives you, the property owner, the right to come and talk to us, the right to ask your questions, the right to get your questions answered. So if you notice on the bottom of your trim notice, right there, it's on the bottom right-hand corner, there's a date, okay, and it's in black bold print, and yours should say September 8th. That's 25 days from the date we mailed this trim notice. What happens on that date? Well, after that date, anytime from the time we mail it till that date, if for whatever reason, and this is what the Bill of Rights tell you, if you and the property appraiser, which means our office, are unable to reach a mutual resolution as far as you don't agree with our value and we don't agree, again, as a property owner, you have the right to actually file a petition to go before the Value Adjustment Board. Now that Value Adjustment Board is not maintained by my office. We are not in charge of that. The Martin County Clerk of the Circuit Court and Comptroller's Office is under that purview. That is their jurisdiction. They run the Value Adjustment Board. But up to the petition, if you wanted to file a petition, it's up to $50, anywhere from $15 to $50. You can go file a petition, and then basically it's kind of a quasi-judicial thing where, you'll come, we come, and then you present your evidence, we present our evidence, and then a special magistrate who's a professional, an expert in the field, the clerk's office will hire them, and they will hear all of the information, and then they basically they'll grant your petition or they'll side with the property appraiser. Either way, it's an avenue that if we can't agree, but I can promise you 99% of the time, just come talk to us. It could just be that maybe you don't understand the process, or maybe we don't know all the unique intricacies to your property, and maybe you'll give us information we didn't have before, and we would agree and change your value. So again, it can happen both ways. I encourage you to come talk to us, because what happens is after that September 8th date, that's the deadline for you to file the petition. At that point, now if you try to file a petition after that September 8th date, then the Value Adjustment Board attorney would have to approve your late filed petition, which means now you're going to have to write a letter to them and explain why you're late, and it would be their jurisdiction to approve that late filing. But again, it's just an avenue. One thing I want to say, I've seen it on social media, I've seen it because we've gotten questions in our office. If you look at your trim notice and you're looking at this tax dollar, okay, and you hear the word, oh, you don't like those taxes, go and dispute them. You cannot dispute taxes. You cannot file a petition and go argue about your taxes. You can only file a petition for your value. So that column 4 in that salmon color, and then the green one, those are the values that we place on your property. If you don't agree with that, is why you would file a petition, not because you just think your taxes are too high. That your petition will not be heard if that's what it is. It's only value that you can file a petition on. So I think it's very important to say that. But again, please call our office if you have questions. Again, we are going to be in 2 places. We're going to be at the Hope Sound Library September 3rd at 1:30. Bring your trim notice. Come with your questions. We will answer your questions there. And then we will also be at the Blake Library on September 10th at 1 p.m. In the future, we're going to try to get together an evening session. It's kind of hard to find a place that will let us congregate for free. But I promise we'll do that. But in the meantime, please call our office if you have questions. We will make time for you. Let us know what time is best for you. Maybe it's after work. We'll stay late. We'll call you. So whatever is convenient for you, we are here for you. So if you have questions, please call us. 772-288-5608 is our office phone number, or just email us. It's info at pa.martin.fl.us. And we'd love to have the opportunity to talk to you and answer your questions. So with that, have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.